Beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the group chat. We listen and we don't judge, or do we? Today's story time with Jacqueline Onassis is about Dr. Umar and his alleged daughter. Now, there are going to be three sides to this story: his side, her side, and the baby mama's side, right? He said in his video, Baby Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Mama Smurf. Listen to this story time. What do you think is the actual issue here? And why are we just finding out about this alleged daughter now? Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.
My biological father is Dr. Umar. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you, and you shut me down. You ignored me. And I'm not bashing you.
Really?
I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old, and you have yet to be in my life.
Y'all know me too well. Y'all know my love for children is too strong for anybody to be coming out the woodworks telling you they've been trying to reach me when my number has been public for 20 years. Listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. So anybody telling you they've been trying to reach me and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years, mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time. I have events in Philadelphia all the time. I got family in Philadelphia everywhere. And you've been trying to find me? Stop the cap now. Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? Trying to build your struggle streamer career off of my back, coming up out of nowhere, acting like you've been looking for me. Get Mama Smurf. When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down? Been paying child support since you damn near came out the womb. Deadbeat who? When can we have a sit down? Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet, and she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf? Can we please have a sit down? Calling me names? Using profanity? Really? Because you want to build your career. Okay. Build your career, princess. I want you to be happy. I want you to do what you must do, but you're not going to lie on me. I can't believe all you YouTubians and nobody asked this child, where is your mother? Can we hear from your mother? Where is the mother? Nobody's asking for the mama? Y'all just so anxious to see me belittled. Y'all just so interested in seeing me disgraced. Nobody even said, where's the mama? Can we talk to your mama? Nobody's asking for the mama. Where is the mama? What is your mama's Instagram? We want to ask her some questions. Where's your mama's face? Where is the mother? And none of y'all asking no questions.
Lord have mercy.
This is how you know that this is not about the truth. Where the mama at? She know the story. Mama know. Mama knows. But I'm going to give y'all a few questions to ask. If his number hasn't changed in 20 years, why haven't you called for an in-person conversation? You wait until now. Why is that? Why did you wait until now? I want you to get off of social media for a minute. Stop looking ridiculous. Get off social media for a minute, Baby Smurf. Stop looking ridiculous. And I want you to get Mama Smurf. And on Thursday, 1 week from today, I'm calling you out, you and Mama Smurf, I want a respectable private FDMG tour and luncheon. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa. Wilmington, Delaware. Let's put it into this right now. Let's see who really telling the lies around here. Oh, yes.
Is Dr. Umar qualified to be a leader the way the black community has made him a leader? I don't believe he is, and I'm going to give you a few of the 10 criteria why he's disqualified for being a leader. So first of all, what is a leader? A leader would be a overseer, a deacon, community activist. Now, I won't tell you all 10 criteria. If you go to the book of Timothy, you go to 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 8 to 12, you can see some of them. But the one that's really important for him is, does he manage his children and household well? You cannot lead an entire community of people if you don't manage your own household. If your children hate you, your wife hates you, you're not paying your bills, you're a deadbeat, you can't manage your own household. And Dr. Umar has 2 separate children. The identity of those children are not known to those children. They don't know each other. Okay. It just so happens they're girls. If they were not girls, if one was a girl, one was a guy, you have something that you call accidental incest is a risk. Okay. Husband of one wife. He has 2 baby mamas. Did not marry either one of them. This guy that talks about marriage all the time does not respect marriage, like that. On top of that, even when you are married, your wife has to be dignified. She has to carry herself well. She can't be in the streets getting drunk or just slandering people all the time. Dr. Umar is not qualified to do what it is we've allowed him to do.
Umar, because you say it 3 times fast doesn't mean it's going to go away. Instead of being in Stockholm, Sweden, what you should be doing is addressing your daughter who's claiming that you abandoned her, because it's black girls forever and deadbeats never.
I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So, yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, are you going to show us the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks.
That's right.
I know what it is in real life. So, no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me.
Now, this is her page on TikTok. She goes by the name Nisa the Goat, and she's claiming to be Dr. Umar's oldest child. I think she says she was roughly 22 years old. And you don't need a DNA test. This girl looks just like Umar Johnson. And not even that, she even has his mannerisms when she talks. And outside of the DNA test, Umar had already acknowledged in this post that that was his child. So he starts off by saying, good Garvey Day. Umar, that's not going to work on us no more, okay? That's not going to work on us no more. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life. Well, that's funny because you always be in everybody else's business. With any of you, as my 15-year-old, as the most relevant and requesting scholar slash that's kind of cut off, but I don't know, activism slash Pan-Africanism in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughing in the expense of other people's misery. Neither the, I don't know what word that is, nor the YouTubian struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. Not you calling your child a struggle streamer. With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in a 3-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. See, there he is acknowledging that that is his child. Okay, and he says she's 15, but I thought she was 22, so she's 15. I have no problem with the conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. That's not her job, Umar. That's your job. I'm sure the truth will be revealed if all 3 of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all of my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is not cool. Now, Umar, why would you say that about your child? That's your child. But ever since she had came forward about not having a relationship with her father, they have been tearing up his comment section. So I went to this previous video. He's in Stockholm, Sweden currently right now for something that has to do with something with something Pan-African Ifa Tunde something. And the first comment I saw was somebody by the name of Graceful. She said, "Sir, with all due respect, you lacked accountability. Stop the narcissistic mother blaming behavior. Call your daughter and be a father. Call your father and be a son. Call your brothers and be a brother to your own flesh and blood with the same energy that you promote on these platforms. May God guide you on the right path." And she has a right idea, because you can't get on these platforms talking about Black unity when there's trouble brewing at home.
I've known Dr. Umar for 3 years. I met him when I was 24 years old. And this is a recent picture. We just met in June of last year. And we did discuss his children along with a few other things. We met up at Brandywine Diner on Concord Pike last year, and because he wanted to take me out to lunch, and I kind of wanted to talk about like just have a conversation with him regarding like Black content creators on TikTok and social media. So while we're talking, we talk about religion, we talk about racism in America, we talk about secret societies, because that was really my peak of interest. So we first started off by talking about why he was in Wilmington again. He's always going to his school in Wilmington, Delaware, because number one, he's being audited by the IRS a lot. When I first met him in 2022, he literally told me he was there because his accountant was caught stealing funds from the school. They were receiving donations for the school, and he was saying that his accountant was stealing money. So he had to fire that accountant, and the IRS was asking for proof, like where the money went. So he started commuting from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware frequently, just so he could be at the school in case anybody shows up and asks why the school's not done, or where the kids are at, or what's going on. So when I met up with him last year, he was just coming back from the school when we had lunch. I guess the IRS is still asking him about the school because it's not done. Like, he's receiving money, donations, but there's no progress with the school. If you were to go up right now to the school, like, there's wooded boards on the doors, on the windows, there's weeds, graffiti on some of the buildings. Like, it's not in proper condition. There's no AC, there's no heating, there's nothing. Like, it's not, the school's not ready. When we were talking at the table, I started asking him a lot of private questions, like, were you married? Do you have any kids? He was telling me, yes, I have 2 daughters. One of them is a teenager, and the other one is maybe 7 years old at the time. So the child is probably 9 years old. So he was saying to me that the mother of those girls, or the mother of, I don't know if it's 2 separate women or just one woman, the woman or the women are taking him to court for child support because he's not an active dad. He's not in their life, and he told me that as well. He doesn't visit them as much as he should. However, he visits his mom a lot, and she's in Philly. So I just was confused. I was like, how are you talking about being a pillar and how Black men are so needed in families today, but you're not even an active dad? He was not an active father. He said it. He confirmed it. I can back this young lady up. He did say that he was not going to be there. And on top of that, he was saying that he would like to, in the future, every 2 weeks out of the month, go to Ghana. He practices Ifa, which is African spirituality. And we were talking about that for a while because I'm kind of versed in it as well. And so when we were talking, I was asking him, I was like, so you never got married? He said, oh no, I never got married to any of those women. But he dated a lot. And I could tell that he was a playboy because he was very, very flirtatious. Very. And also I noticed too, his personality is much different in person than it is online. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a woman or something like that, but he's not as animated. He seems more hyped up when he's like on a podcast or online, really engaging. He was not as engaging in person. And I felt like that was interesting. I was having to ask him questions. He didn't really ask me questions. It's almost like we had lunch just for me to ask him questions. And I didn't really like that because it was supposed to be a back and forth discussion. And so we were talking about a variety of topics. He is extremely flirtatious. And that was the last time I met up with him, and probably the last time, because it was very aggressive because I'm in a relationship. And when I had met up with him last year, I told my partner, like, I'm going to go have lunch with Dr. Umar. He was like, what the fuck? So he was like, yeah, go have lunch and come back and let me know how it goes. But y'all, before I go back to seeing my boyfriend, On my life, when we left, I gave him a hug. He was like, He said, the women got to have booty. And I was like, what? He said, you got to have booty. If I'm talking to you, you got to have booty. Can you cook? I was like, yeah, I can cook. He was like, good. So you can cook and you got booty. And he was backing up from me. He said, He said, business before back shots. Business before back shots. I wish I was kidding. And mind you, I'm in a fucking relationship. So I was like, what do you mean business before back shots, nigga? Like, what? So he's laughing to himself and he goes back to his car because he was going to go back to Philly to go take care of his mom. And I was like, I can't see this fool again. Because what do you mean business before back shots? No back shots are being given. What? Because business before back shots, whose back are you shooting? Because it's not mine. The fuck? So extremely flirtatious. Very much so. I remember asking him too, like, are you and Suki Hana like a thing? Because I know she's from Delaware too. I was like, do y'all, are y'all fucking? I was asking him too. I was like, are you and Suki like a thing? Like you, because I know she from Delaware too. I'm like, are y'all fucking? Like, and he was like, no, we're friends. That's my girl. You know, she got her own restaurant in downtown Wilmington somewhere. Sure. When you say to me, business before back shots, and you and Suki are just friends, highly doubt it, because you got a big booty too. Anyway, I say all this to say, this young lady is telling the truth. He is a deadbeat father, extreme hypocrite, and huge flirt. This is not the black man you think he is. He's loyal. He got a wife at home. He take care of his kids. He's not that type of black man. He is, he spreads his seed. He told me he only got 2 kids. I feel like it's more. He's not visiting his children. He's not paying child support. And these things came out of his own fucking mouth. Okay? So I believe this young lady, and